Now let's just talk about the next question, that is the question number 2, which says give 2 different examples of the pair of similar figures and non-similar figures. So let's just start with the very first part. We have to give 2 different pair of similar figures. So if I'm just talking about the similar figures only, so let us suppose I am just taking an example of 2 equilateral triangles. So let us suppose if I am taking the 2 equilateral triangles, 2 equilateral triangles having side as 2 centimeter and 4 centimeter. So let us suppose if I am taking the 2 equilateral triangles having the sides as 2 centimeter and 4 centimeter. So this is my very first triangle and this one is my second triangle. So they are nothing but similar to each other because as you can see we have this as 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and this is nothing but 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. As you can see, these are the equilateral triangles, so it means that all of them have equal angle, because we know that in an equilateral triangle we have an angle of 60 degree. So this is 60, this is 60, this is 60, all the angles are 60. So over here again we have the 60 angle because it is an equilateral triangle. This is 60 again, this is 60 again, and the ratio of their corresponding sides are definitely similar. So hence this is my very first example. This is my very first example of the similar figures. Now let's just talk about the second example of the similar figures. So let us suppose if I am just taking the second example, I'm just taking the second example of 2 squares of side length, 2 squares of side length as 4 centimeter and 8 centimeter. Let us suppose if I am taking an example of the 2 squares of the side length as 4 centimeter and 8 centimeter. So let if I'll draw the 2 squares. So let if this is my very first square, this is my very first square, and this is the next square having the side lengths as 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and all the angles are definitely 90 degree, 90 degree, and further 90. This is again further 90, further 90. This one is 90, this one is 90, and this is 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and further this is nothing but 8 centimeter. So hence you can see by the definition of the similarity of the 2 polygons, you can say that they are similar to each other because first of all their corresponding angles are equal, and second the ratio of their corresponding sides are also equal. Now let us suppose if I am talking about the second part, which says we just have to define or have to give the 2 different pairs of non-similar figures. Now let's just talk about the second part. So if I'm talking about the second part, for the non-similar figures, let us suppose if I'm taking the very first example of a square of or either a triangle, and let us suppose if I'm taking a triangle and a rectangle, So as you can see, these are not similar to each other. You can definitely say that they are not similar to each other, because if I'm taking a triangle and if I'm taking a rectangle, then their corresponding angles, their corresponding angles are not equal, and their corresponding side ratios are not equal, or obviously you can say that they do not have the same side, so how they can similar to each other? So they are not similar to each other at all. So this is an example of a non-similar figures. Now let us suppose if I'm talking about the second part, so I can say that, let us suppose if I have again a circle, let us suppose if I'm taking a circle, and if I'll take a rhombus, so again you can say this is nothing but a circle, and this is nothing but again a rhombus. This is a rhombus. So first of all, you can see it is quite obvious that a circle and rhombus cannot be similar to each other. So this is nothing but an example of a non-similar figure. So in the same manner, you can give a lot of examples that are related with the similar figures and which are similar or which are related with a non-similar figure. So these are the non-similar figures example, and this is nothing but an example which is all related with the similar figure. I hope the definition or the criteria regarding which we are saying them as a similar figure and them as a non-similar figure is all clear to you.